Welcome back to the channel where we explore, learn, and theorize about the Marvel Universe. Today I'll be talking about Armor Wars, Adam Warlock in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and plot leaks for Doctor Strange 2, the Fantastic Four, and the Mutants. If you're new to the channel, or even if you've been watching for a while, make sure you subscribe because more than 96% of you guys aren't subscribed. And if you think you're subbed, double check because apparently there's a glitch where people are getting unsubscribed from certain channels. And remember that a subscription is free for you, but it really helps the channel a lot. And you can always unsub later if you want. Now let's get started. The Film and Television Industry Alliance just updated their production list for Armor Wars, giving us a filming start date and a project summary. The show will start filming on the same day as Secret Invasion, which is April 5th in Atlanta, Georgia. And this is much earlier than I would have thought, meaning that this show will probably come out before Ironheart and most of the other recently announced Disney Plus shows, and either right before or right after Secret Invasion, depending on which one takes longer to film. Next, the Illuminerdi reported yesterday that Marvel was looking to cast a 30-year-old Caucasian male, who is described as both a superhero type and a Zac Efron type as Adam Warlock in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. But James Gunn, the director of the film, debunked that in a rather heated tweet, saying there's no casting underway for Volume 3, and in what world would I only cast a Caucasian if the character has gold skin? And if I wanted a Zac Efron type, wouldn't I go to Zac Efron? Where do you get this nonsense? So while it's all but confirmed that Adam Warlock will appear in Guardians 3, thanks to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2's post-credit scene, it doesn't look like James Gunn is looking at any actors yet. And lastly, we have a huge plot leak for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, the Fantastic Four, and the Mutants. However, like always, take this with a grain of salt as it's coming from 4chan. But since things have been fully or partially right in the past, here's the normal spoiler warning in case some of this is true. Anyway, they start off with Doctor Strange 2, saying the second post-credit scene of WandaVision is a prelude to a scene of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and took place in Sokovia. Mordo will pretend to be Wanda's friend in order to have her as an ally. Wanda will use the Darkhold to resolve some of her personal issues. Agatha will return as Wanda's counselor. We'll see a team-up of interdimensional villains in a perfect CGI sequence never before seen in the MCU. There won't be just one villain. Doctor Strange and Wanda will have to fight with threats from several universes which have collapsed. The one responsible for the villain's plot is Mordo, who'll trick Wanda into waking up Nightmare, but ends up bringing chaos to the multiverse by unleashing interdimensional entities. One of the plots of the movie is about the villains wanting to destroy the Scarlet Witch because she's one of the most powerful beings in existence. They also state that White Vision will return in Armor Wars, which is interesting since we never saw what happened to him in WandaVision. He just disappeared. And like I covered previously, Armor Wars starts filming soon, so this cameo would make sense. Next, they talk about the Mutants, saying that this is only early information about what's being discussed about the film, and nothing's finalized yet. The film will be directly connected to the Eternals. The project is initially focused on the story of Moira McTaggart, her ability to live through the ages, and the story of Charles Xavier until they both meet in their youth in the 1990s. Moira will have several lives, and in them she'll find out about the few people like her. In the current one where she's a scientist, she learns about the X gene. Charles Xavier will apparently have a journey from elitist teenager to human rights activist when he meets Moira, understands himself as a mutant, recruits some through reports, and builds the Xavier Institute to house those who have been rejected by their family. Kevin Feige demands that the film addresses social issues about minorities and the evolution of humanity. It'll be revealed that there were mutants before Iron Man, and many had the courage to assume their powers after Tony Stark revealed himself in 2008. But secret organizations captured these people. The film will take place through the years until it reaches the present day. After the events of Endgame, much of humanity began to hate heroes and people with powers in general, and an outbreak of mutants appearing frightens humans. There will be no mention of the name X-Men in the film, but Kevin demands that the first lineup for combat be based on the First Class comics. Kevin wants a social clash to be the focus, so the first antagonists considered are the Brotherhood of Mutants, where there will be questions about assuming their identity to the world or not. And the film ends with humanity aware of the existence of an evolution to Homo Superior. Names being considered so far for the cast are Jacob Elordi, Saoirse Ronan, Yara Shahidi, Charlie Rowe, Amandla Stenberg, Trevor Jackson, Brendan Flynn, Sonequa Martin Green, Evan Rachel Wood, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Now this is interesting, but it just sounds a tiny bit suspicious that they would know so much about what Kevin Feige not just wants, but is demanding. So we'll see when we get more information about the movie. For the Fantastic Four, they once again say that this is only early information about what's being discussed about the film, and nothing's finalized yet. The Fantastic Four will make their first appearance in Ant-Man Quantumania. The film will be released shortly after Secret Invasion, and will have a connection to the series. The team's first threat will be the Super Skrull. The film will address the origin of the team. This time, Reed Richards is a brilliant scientist from Pym Technologies who found out from Darren Cross about Pym particles and decided to study them. He has his own lab at home and keeps any advancement of his studies a secret, that is until he discovers the quantum realm. Already married to Sue Storm, they both work together to further study the quantum realm and discover that it's possible to access it by using Pym particles and decide to try and go there. They develop their own methods with the help of Johnny Sue's brother and Ben Grimm, Reed's friend. In a secret experiment at Pym Technologies, everything goes wrong and they end up in the quantum realm in the 2010s. Fearing that Pym will find out, Darren hides everything from Hank Pym and erases all data about the event. It all comes to light when in Quantumania, Scott Lang and Hope Van Dyne receive calls from the quantum realm. The origin of the group will be told in their own film, which will also connect to Quantumania. Michael Douglas, Michelle Pfeiffer, Paul Rudd, and Evangeline Lilly will appear in the film. Tom Holland's Spider-Man will also make an appearance. Victor Von Doom will be in the film as a millionaire scientist friend of Reed, but not yet as Dr. Doom. The film is based on the team dealing with the new world and adapting to the technology, while a clash between humans and Skrulls is ongoing. At one point, it may be revealed that somewhere in the film, Hank Pym has been replaced by a Skrull in disguise. There will also be confirmation of the existence of the microverse. The film will end with Sue Storm pregnant and Reed founding the Baxter Building. Doom's origin will be told in his own Disney Plus series, and Latveria will appear before any events about the Fantastic Four in the MCU. The names being considered for the cast so far are Jennifer Lawrence, Aja Naomi King, Victoria Pedretti, Dev Patel, John David Washington, Tom Ellis, Jordan Fisher, Brendan Butler, Lucas Hedges, Liv Schreiber, Justin Bartha, and Ed Skrein. But let me know what you guys think about all this. Are you excited for Armor Wars? What do you think of James Gunn's reply to the Illuminerdi's report? And do you think these plot leaks are real? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you'll never miss another video. Thanks for watching, and remember to wash your hands and stay safe.